This is site number 2 at the Chadds Ford Historical Society. This is our historic spring house and schoolhouse, and it was originally built as a tenant house while they were building the house across the street. So this building has served many purposes, and the spring still runs downstairs, so you can still keep your beer cold if you want, or just see some frogs or some minnows and see some clear spring water.
All right, 1.4, thank you. Thank you very much. Keep it up. Keep it up. Oh, thank you very much. 2.2, 2.1. Can you go higher than that? Thank you, 2.5. And then you back down to back up to 2.1.
Just like a kid, like someone with buttons.
Thank you very much. Look at that. Yeah, 1.3, 1.2, 1.4.
Or it's the same person.
1.8. Go higher, please. 1.9. Higher, please. See how high you can go. Touch it hard. Ah, okay, that's all right. I understand. Look at that. Thank you. That's amazing. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Can you go again, or do you need to rest? If you need to rest, that's fine. I understand. We all understand.
No, thank you. This one's lighting up now.
Thank you. Do you know how to borrow energy? You can borrow some of mine.
That goes for me as well. If you need to take some of my energy as well.
While you're resting, I just
still.
want to say thank you very much for all your help and all your activity.
0.
I truly, truly appreciate it.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you can relax for a second.
Are we talking to the same person, or is this two different people?
Okay, well you didn't ask them how to do it. If this is, could you stop for a second? Thank you. If this is one person, could you do that again? If this is 2 people, could you do that again? Or could you change the numbers on there again? They did a 0.1 real quick. So this is 2 people. Could you do that again? Please?
This one here's holding at 0.1. Which here's at 0.
0. It fluctuates to 0.1.
This one's like holding 0.1.
Now it says 0.1.
So, is this a gentleman and this a female? If this is a gentleman, can you move those numbers now?
If we're talking to a lady,
This one's going in, this one.
well, ma'am, thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. Are you 18?
Dave's hoping.
Here we are on our 3rd location on your beautiful site of the Chadds Ford Historical Society. Tell us about this building.
Alright, so we're in the John Chadds house, but I like to call it the John and Elizabeth Chadds house because both have interesting stories. Where we are right now, we're in the epicenter of what was the Battle of Brandywine, which happened on September 11th, 1777. Unfortunately, John Schatz was dead by that point, so his wife Elizabeth actually lived in this building and had to deal with British soldiers that came in and tried to raid her house. But you might recognize from the name John Schatz that it sounds very similar to the name Schatz Ford, and that's because the town is named after him. He was an entrepreneur, he started a ferry business, and owned a lot of land in the area. So we're excited to have you investigate this beautiful building.
A lot of the house is original as much as possible.
I would say about 75 to 80%.
Great. It has a lot of gorgeous features, so I'm really excited to investigate in here, see if there's any activity.
Sounds good.
All right,
We'll see you, what does Rick always say?
see you in the green.
See you in the green.
Tonight we're at the John Elizabeth Chadd House in Chaddsford, Pennsylvania. We have 5 cameras set up in the house. The first camera is in the basement, which is, kitchen is still working today, and they do presentations where they make bread. The next room is on the main level, which is considered the main hall, and most of the family living took place in this room. This next room is in the attic, and is presumed that storage was taking place here, or servants slept here. The next room is on the 2nd floor, and it was the guest bedroom, and they had family members, nieces and nephews slept here. And this is John Elizabeth's bedroom. And those are our camera angles for tonight.
I'm Wendy.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Carla. I'm Allison.
I'm David.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jen.
We have a whole bunch of different equipment here that you can use to communicate with us. We're just here to visit. We don't mean to bother you. We don't mean to take away your home or your property. We're just here to visit and talk to you. And at the end of the night, we will take our equipment and our tools and we will leave you alone. We're just here to talk. So there's a whole bunch of little green lights around the room. There's several.
You found the torches.
You can actually wave your hand across those or touch them just like that. Did you see it? And
I
you
watched those
can make them light up different colors: green, yellow, orange, and red. We have a couple orange rectangles that look like this. You can change the numbers on those. Right now mine says 0.2. You can make it say 3, 4, 5. You can take it as high as you want to. Mine also has lights across the top. Some do, some don't. Works the same way as these. You can also change the temperature. My temperature gauge is broken, but other people have one that works. There's also several little red lights in the room. The little red lights will let us hear you later. We can't hear you right now. And I see that you've already found the torches. There's some there on the floor. There's one over
Thank
here
you.
next to Ryan. You can turn those on and off and answer some questions for us if you would like to.
I started to say, is that a red pie?
Actually, don't know what it is.
Did this happen when we were in the basement? Oh, at Dave Kenton's house?
Is that?
That thing, yeah.
Yep.
It is. It's your REM pod.
It's making noises.
You can also touch this.
Thank you. Okay, can you turn one of those off so we know?
You know what? Maybe turn the other one off. Leave the REM pod on, but then we have a problem with the other one.
Yeah, that's what was going off last time in the basement
Yeah.
at Kenton's.
Okay. One says rent. I think the left one is the one you want off.
Turn it all the way off, please. All the way, you can do it.
All the way.
Thank you very much. Now
All
do
the
the
way.
other one, please.
Is the REM pod still on?
Turn that
Yeah.
one off too. You can do it. Come on. Being funny, are you? I bet you can turn it off too, can't you? Come on. Please.
If you show us you can turn them on and off, we can ask you questions.
We can ask you yes or no questions. Would that be all right? If so, turn that off for me.
Make it go dark.
It's like do the opposite, don't you?
Okay, do you see this green light here? Run your hand across that so I can ask you yes or no questions, please. Or any other ones in the room. You got a .2 over there.
That's been pretty steady at a point too.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mine's at a .2 up on the table.
If
so-
we are talking to
I
a
got
gentleman,
one
can you
too.
turn those on, please? If we are talking to a woman, can you turn those on, please?
That's all right. You can use one or both. So
Uh-huh.
totally up to you.
All the way on. Okay. Okay, now turn them off. Okay, got that one? You use that one? Do you help the lady bake bread down here still?
Tag lower camera.
Yeah. Late.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
No, it's fine. We just tag weird noises that we know what they are.
That way we can rule them out like stomach growls.
Yes,
Eating.
the whole time,
Someone growled at us. No, it was Allie's stomach.
every time.
It's always one of us somewhere. It's fine.
If this is your house, could you make both of them go dark? If you live here all the time? There's one. Leave them both dark if you
Thank you
like.
very much.
That's awesome.
Ah,
Oh. What else you got?
come on, you can do better than that.
Take it all the way up to yellow.
Come on.
I don't understand why we're getting this. Oh, it was beautiful when you did it at the. Is there a woman in here?
Could be a light from the camera, could be a light from the car going by.
If so, could you give me your name? Mr. John Chad, are you here, sir?
That sounds like a little girl.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Talk to me, hello? Try harder, honey. It's okay. Come on. Talk to me. That thing just went all the way to yellow.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you the little girl? Can you do that again? This here? Mr. Ford, is that you? Alright, I was talking to somebody. Come on. Don't stop now. Don't get shy on me. Come on. Hello?
If this is your house, could you make those colors change again? Make those lights light
You want
up?
to say something on there? Were you just a visitor? What did it say? Do you like to stay here?
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hold it there now? Thank you.
Fantastic. If you live here, can you make that light go all the way red again? Thank you. Are you a member of the Chad's family? Can you make that lights go bright again?
Sweet.
Would you all leave me alone?
Is your name Elizabeth? Make those lights go red if you are. All the way and hold them if your name's Elizabeth. Are you related to Elizabeth? Thank you. Are you her husband? Can you make those lights go red if you're her husband? Thank you. So just confirm your name is John. Is that correct? Make those lights go red if your name is John. We heard that you're a very rich man and important in this town. Is that true? Do you know that after you passed away, they named this town after you? That's pretty cool, huh?
You didn't like that?
He doesn't know that.
Are you proud of the fact that they named this town after you? If so, can you light it up? Would you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for allowing us to come in here tonight.
That with the orange.
Thank you very much. You appreciate you allowing us to talk to you, sir. It's very nice of you.
Thank you to everyone who communicated or tried to communicate with us.
Yes, we really do appreciate it. We'd appreciate it if you could go a little stronger. If you're getting a little tired, I have a habit of telling people they can borrow my energy. So if you need to borrow some energy, feel free.
He went up to orange briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Mr. Chads, we'd like to find out how old you are right now. So, I'm 38 years old. Are you older than I am right now? Are you older than 38? You make it go to orange again if you are? I'm gonna take that. Can you make it go to orange and hold it there? If you're older than 38. Can you make it go to orange and hold it there if you're younger than 38 right now?
Or would you just rather not tell them how old you are? If so, make it go up.
Alright, so we just finished up our investigation here in Chad's Ford at the Historical Society. The most recent building we just did was the tavern. Very cool building. Love the fireplace smell in here. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we got throughout our stay here this evening in all three of the buildings. So we'll start with the John and Elizabeth Chad house. So anybody want to talk about what we got there?
We heard a lot of things throughout the evening. So we started downstairs and basically worked our way up, but ended up getting most of the activity on the first floor of that house.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, we got some K2 hits, whispering, the shadow, or spirit box, we got some talking that sounded like a little girl.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't quite make out what she was saying, but we
Right.
got definite snippets of the same voice several times.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. Next we went to the spring house. The upstairs was maybe a one-room schoolhouse, served as a home for a while possibly, and then underneath is an actual spring house. And we had a little bit of activity in there. Ryan, you want to talk about that?
Downstairs in the spring house, we had no activity other than 2 little crawfish. That was about the excitement there. But in the actual spring house at the first level, which was the one-room schoolhouse, we did have quite a bit of K2 hits and very strong K2 hits. Probably the strongest of the evening and consistently. And it was pretty consistent throughout the night. Had some good conversations as far as that goes. But,
Also, we had quite a few millimeter hits there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we're digging them pretty high in that building.
Yeah.
And then we came here to the tavern, and so we went upstairs first. There's a second floor. However, there are power lines just outside the home, and unfortunately was interfering with our electromagnetic field equipment, our K2s and so forth, the millimeters. So we were having a tough time even getting a baseline reading. It pretty much stayed at about a yellow, even higher than that, depending on where in the room we were. And then we found a couple spots where we could get it to flat line, low, and then as the heat kicked on, and then everything spiked
Everything
back
went
up.
nuts.
So we moved back down to
To the beer cellar.
first floor first,
Yeah.
and we found the same thing. You know, a lot of because the heat was on, it was pretty much a solid middle level electromagnetic field. So we felt like we couldn't really validate our findings. So we went down to the beer cellar, as Dave mentioned, and then we got some more activity. So anybody want to talk about that?
We did get some torching on command. We also got some very mild K2 hits, and we did get some millimeter hits as well down there.
Right.
Yeah. And they seemed to enjoy playing with us down there
Yes.
to a degree.
All right, so we got some interesting things happened this evening, and each of us had voice recorders that were running throughout the night. So we will review that evidence, and we will let you know what all we found and post that up as soon as possible. So on behalf of Delmarva Historic Haunts,
A lab group of Gettysburg Paranormal.
good night.
Good night.